everybody. Welcome back to another Root Reaction. I'm here again with Albert. Howdy, howdy.
Hey, yeah, happy to be
So,
here.
okay, so we're going to continue with another movie. I promise we will get to Sense8 at some point, but we're going to react with another film that I'm kind of educating Albert on his queer moviedom, and this one was a controversial film when it came out. Primarily for a number of reasons, mostly they all around revolved around Sharon Stone. She gives a great performance in this movie. Hands down, she is the center point of this film. We are going to be reacting to the movie Basic Instinct. And the queer connection is that she is a bisexual character in this movie. The controversy comes out of that, in that she's somewhat of a problematic character. And so, of course, a lot of queers at the time. Now, this is in 1992, so this was a while
All right.
back. And it was probably the beginning of what we call the gay 90s in queer cinema, which is where we started having much more representation, much more physical
Mm,
presence in movies with central characters that were queer. So here's another one, but Sharon Stone, her character, you'll find, is rather problematic. Now, I happen to
mm,
be in the camp that a queer character doesn't have to be a good person all the time. I'm of
uh-huh.
the camp that better any representation than no representation at all, which is kind of where Harvey Firestein, another big queer actor in the world, he kind of is of the same opinion that he would prefer that there be some queer representation, even if they're not the most angelic. And I think we went through a
Mm,
period where we wanted to have queer characters that were not the bad guys, that were not seen as the villains, because we hadn't had that. Most of the times in cinema, we were portrayed as the problematic character, the character that caused strife rather than the
mm,
one who wins in the end, and that kind of thing. That's where the bury your gays started coming from, and all of that stuff.
mm,
We were often the character that was kind of shunned and ridiculed, or something bad happened to the character. We never really made it through to the end.
yeah.
This one, it falls into that category only because Sharon Stone's character, Catherine, is a really, really complex character. And
Ooh,
I like this movie because of her performance.
mm,
There's something really captivating about the way she plays this line in the story. And I think it's also kind of because I'm in San Diego, California, and actually she's from this area. So it's
mm,
kind of interesting to see an actress that came from the same city I was born and raised in. But anyways, so we're gonna do Basic Instinct.
nice.
There are other parts of the movie that probably won't make it to YouTube because there's some nudity. It is written by Joe Eszterhas, and I will tell you that Joe Eszterhas made a big name for himself in the late 80s, early 90s with a lot of these sexy noirish films. The culmination of which was a movie called Showgirls, which is considered by many movie critics to be the absolute worst film of all time. And
Ooh.
yeah, and it's
Uh-huh.
so bad. I will tell you, it is so bad that a lot of gay boys love that movie because it's about showgirls in Las Vegas, and it's
Right.
so kitschy and so camp, but on a super high. It's a movie that takes itself way too seriously, and the sex appeal and all that stuff just goes through the roof. And a lot of queers like it because it is so absurd and where it goes. Um, so Joe Esterhaus was a very, very interesting writer during the 80s and 90s. He really doesn't have much of a career now. You really don't hear from him a lot, but in the late 80s through the early 90s were all these
Mhm.
noirish kind of thrillers that came out, and he was in the thick of it along with Michael Crichton and a few other writers. They were writing these kind of pot boiler, kind of on the edge of your seat, what's going to happen next kind of movies. And Joe was like the I think somebody once said if you took Hustler magazine or one of those men's magazines and turned it into a detective story, that was Joe
Okay.
Eszterhas wrote. Okay,
Oh my,
so
all right.
so expect some of that, but it is also
Okay.
one hell of a ride. So without
right.
further ado, let's get started.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay.
I do hear the. Yep. Should be good.
Okay. We'll just let it go because I can show that without showing us. So I'll just do all this movie studio kind of thing. And it's interesting. Carol Co, the company that this is their logo, they were notorious for these kind of sexy noirish films. That was
really? Okay.
Yeah, so it was one of their gigs.
Oh. Whatever happened to TriStar? I seem to remember that Pegasus logo.
They were
all the
around
time,
for quite a while, and then all of a sudden, yeah. Okay, so here we go. And the music to this score, the score of this film is so good.
All right. Ooh, atmospheric right from the beginning. All right. I don't actually watch thrillers that often, so I'm excited.
And Michael Douglas in this, and it's interesting because they make a point of spoofing this movie in an episode of Will and Grace where Michael Stone played the same kind of character, and it's hysterical on Will and Grace that there's a sequence that they played at a gay bar yeah, where he was after Will, so it was really funny.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, so this movie is so well known because they literally, people often lampoon it and make fun of it.
That's what I'm looking forward the most. It's all the memes that I probably know, even though I haven't watched the actual movies.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun. When did they stop showing the credits before? Like, this is a very 90s thing, showing the...
Well, they used to always do this, and then because in the Directors Guild, it's important that the director be the last credit you see before the movie begins. And in the late 90s, early 2000s, they started playing with that, where sometimes there are no credits or just very minimal credits in the beginning, and then you don't see it to the very end. But if that's the case, then the director is the first credit you see at the very end of the movie.
Yeah. Is it true that, like, even the font size for the names of the actors is, like, regulated? Like,
oh yeah.
See,
there's the writer there, Joe Eszterhas.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's one hell of a ride. Right off the bat, gonna have to blur that.
I was not expecting that, but okay. I mean, let's just go with it. Interesting, we don't see her face. Almost as if though she were a succubus or something. Oh my goodness, okay.
Welcome to Joe Eszterhas movie.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of saw it coming, but it was still kind of like, okay.
San Francisco. I miss that city. Oh, I miss that city.
Morning, Detective.
You live there?
Who was this fucking guy?
Rock and roll, Gus. Johnny Bonds.
Never heard of him.
For your time, cowboy. Hey, Ronnie, where are they hiding?
Upstairs, to the right.
Puts time of death around 2 a.m. plus or minus.
Can somebody close the drapes over there?
He left the club with his girlfriend about midnight. It's the last time anybody saw him.
What was it?
Ice pick. Left it on the coffee table in the living room.
There's cum stains all over the sheets.
Very impressive.
He got off before he got off.
Gentlemen, this is sensitive. Mr. Boz was a major contributor to the mayor's campaign. He was chairman of the board of the Palace of Fine Arts.
Well, I thought you said he was a rock and roll star.
He was a retired rock and roll star.
A civic-minded, very respectable rock and roll star.
Well, what's that over there?
Looks like civic-minded, very respectable cocaine.
Listen to me, Curran. I'm gonna get a lot of heat on this. I don't want any mistakes.
Obviously some history there.
What's Boz's girlfriend's name?
Catherine Trammell, 162 Divisadero.
Why is nobody wearing gloves?
Yeah, forensics were not completely up to snuff in the 90s. I used to drive by that house quite a bit.
Oh.
It's up in Pacific Heights.
Sorry to bother you. Just got a couple of questions to ask.
Are you Vice?
No, we're homicide.
What do you want?
When's the last time you saw John Boz?
Is he dead?
Why do you think he's dead?
Well, you wouldn't be here otherwise, would you?
Were you with him last night?
You're looking for Catherine, not me.
Who are you?
I'm Roxy. She's out at the beach house at Stinson. Cedar 1402.
Thanks.
You're wasting your time. Catherine didn't kill him.
Ooh, creepy.
This movie's got a lot of atmosphere.
I like the way she stared at them. That was really unsettling.
One side note, my husband never taught his daughter how to drive in San Francisco because he threatened her to drive on those roads right along the cliffs. So she waited until I taught her many years later.
Oh my God.
His thinking was if you could drive along the cliffs and survive, you knew how to drive.
Right. No, that must be so creepy. Yeah. Okay.
Gus.
And there's a hidden joke in Michael Douglas being in this movie because he did a series in the 70s called The Streets of San Francisco, and he played a detective in San Francisco. So this is kind of like revisiting old ground for him. But
okay.
And there's Sharon.
Good afternoon. I'm Detective Curran. This is Detective Moran. We're with the San Francisco Police.
I know who you are. So how did he die?
He was murdered.
Obviously. How was he murdered?
With an ice pick. How long were you dating him?
I wasn't dating him. I was fucking him.
What are you, a pro?
No, I'm an amateur.
How long were you having sex with him?
About 1.5 years.
Were you with him last night?
Yes.
Did you leave the club with him?
Yes.
Did you go home with him?
No. We had a drink at the club. We left together. He went home and I came out here.
Was there anyone with you last night?
No. I wasn't in the mood last night.
Let me ask you something, Miss Trammell. Are you sorry he's dead?
Yeah. I liked fucking him. Look, I don't really feel like talking anymore.
Listen, lady, we can do this downtown if you want.
So read me my rights and arrest me. And then I'll go downtown. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here.
Nice. You're right. The music does add a lot to these scenes.
Yeah, it
Lots
really
of
brings
tension,
it brings that whole element of the noir, film noir kind of quality to it.
Nice girl.
I'm sorry, Beth. I got hung up at Stinson.
How are you, Nick?
I'm fine. Oh, come on, Beth. You know I'm fine. How long we got to keep doing this?
As long as Internal Affairs wants you to, I suppose. Have a seat.
It's bullshit, okay? You know it is.
I know it is. But sit down anyway so we can get it over with, okay? How's your personal life?
My sex life is fine. My sex life's actually pretty shitty since
They
I
were
started
seeing
seeing
each
you.
other. Conflict of interest.
Started developing calluses. Sorry.
So
How's the booze?
obviously he was a drinker.
Haven't had a drink in 3 months.
Yeah.
What about the Coke?
No.
No?
Ooh, Coke.
Yep.
No, I'm working my ass off. I'm off the sauce. I even stopped smoking.
How's not smoking?
It sucks. Now, you tell IA I'm just your average, healthy, totally fucked up cop. And let me out of here. Please.
Yes.
Thank you.
I still miss you, Nick.
Ooh, unexpected.
Mhm.
All right, let's start.
Well, we got 31 stab wounds, neck and the chest. No usable prints, no forcible entry, nothing missing. No prints on the ice pick either. You can pick it up at any Kmart. The scarf was Hermes. It's expensive. They sell about 20,000 a year worldwide.
Thought it was cocaine. High quality, high content. He inhaled it. There were minute quantities on his lips and penis. Mr. Bosley's $5 million, no direct survivors, no criminal record. Liked his drugs, he liked his girls, he liked his rock and roll.
He liked to marry too, right?
Girlfriend, Catherine Trammell, age 30. No priors, no convictions. Magna cum laude, Berkeley, 1983. Double major, literature and psychology. Daughter, sole survivor Marvin and Elaine Trammell, killed in a boating accident, 1979. Catherine Trammell, sole heir. Estimated assets, $110 million.
You're shitting me.
Formerly engaged to Manuel Vasquez, deceased.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Manny Vasquez?
Manny Vasquez, former middleweight contender, killed in the ring, Atlantic City, 1984.
I love it. She's got $100 million. She fucks fighters and rock and roll stars, and she's got a degree in screwing with people's heads.
You forgot about her degree in literature. She's a writer. She published a novel last year under a pen name. Want to know what it's about? It's about a retired rock and roll star who gets murdered by his girlfriend.
Whoa. I mean, she's making it kind of obvious, isn't she? Like,
Yeah.
like everyone knows, so it's just about proving she did it.
Page 67, cowboy. You know how she does the boyfriend? With an ice pick. In bed. His hands tied with a white silk scarf.
Oh.
Come on, you know there's no case here. You've got no physical evidence.
Hey, I know that guy from Jurassic Park.
She hasn't got an alibi. She hasn't got a motive either.
You didn't say the magic word.
Her defense would just beat us to death with this copycat thing. Anybody who read the book could have done it.
So what do you want to do now? Nothing?
We call her in for questioning.
She's got enough money to burn this whole department
She
down.
was the last person seen with the guy, Captain Talcott. I'll take the responsibility.
It's yours.
I don't think she'll hide behind anybody. I don't think she's gonna hide at all.
And she's as crazy as you are, Curran.
This coastline is where I based my novels in, because I like the dramatic setting of it.
Well, that's nice.
Miss Trammell, we'd like you to come downtown to answer a few questions for us.
Are you arresting me?
That's the way you want to play it.
Could I change into something more appropriate? It'll only take a minute. Come on in. Make yourselves comfortable. I'll be right back.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So how long is this gonna take?
I don't know.
That's interesting. So she targeted him as well. She wants to mess with him.
Uh-huh.
What a creep. Why would he? Oh my God. What the? I mean, no.
I'm ready.
You have the right to an attorney.
Why would I need an attorney?
He was right. She's not going to hide behind it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you have a cigarette?
I don't smoke.
Yes, you do.
She had one anyways. See, she's in his head.
Yeah, and she's doing it on purpose now, yeah.
Uh-huh. Everything that happens has a purpose.
Thought you didn't have any cigarettes.
Oh, I found some in my...
I told you.
It won't last.
It won't last.
This is fun.
You working on another book?
Yes, I am.
It must really be something making stuff up all the time.
Yeah, it teaches you to lie.
Ooh.
How's that?
You make stuff up. It has to be believable. It's called suspension of disbelief.
I like that. Suspension of disbelief.
This is the famous scene.
Yeah, I think I've seen this in...
Attorney, I have to inform you this session's being taped. This is Captain Talcott.
My pleasure.
And Lieutenant Walker.
Hi. Can we get you anything? A cup of coffee?
No, thank you.
Are your attorneys going to join us?
Miss Trammell has waived her rights to an attorney.
Did I miss something?
I told him that you wouldn't want an attorney present.
Why have you waived your right to an attorney, Mr.
Why did you think I wouldn't want one?
I told him you wouldn't want to hide.
I have nothing to hide.
She plays these boys like a master fiddler.
Yeah.
There's no smoking in this building, Miss Trammell.
What are you gonna do? Charge me with smoking?
Wow, no one says anything. That's interesting.
Would you tell us the nature of your relationship with Mr. Boz?
I had sex with him for about 1.5 years. I liked having sex with him. He wasn't afraid of experimenting. I like men like that. Men who give me pleasure. He gave me a lot of pleasure.
You ever engage in any sadomasochistic activity?
Exactly what did you have in mind, Mr. Corelli?
You ever tie him up?
No.
You never tied him up.
No. Johnny liked to use his hands too much. I like hands and fingers.
You describe a white silk scarf in your book.
I've always had a fondness for white silk scarves. They're good for all occasions.
But you said you like men to use their hands, didn't you?
No, I said I like Johnny to use his hands.
Nice.
I don't make any rules, Nick. I go with the flow.
Did you kill Mr. Boz, Miss Trammell?
I'd have to be pretty stupid to write a book about killing and then kill somebody the way I described it in my book. I'd be announcing myself as the killer. I'm not stupid.
We know you're not stupid, Miss Trammell.
Maybe that's what you're counting on to get you off the hook.
Writing the book gives you an alibi.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? But the answer's no. I didn't kill him.
Do you use drugs, Miss Trammell?
Sometimes.
You ever use drugs with Mr. Boz?
Sure.
What kind of drugs?
Cocaine? Have
She
you ever
goes
fucked on
right for him.
cocaine, Nick?
Holy, okay, so I finally saw it. Okay.
It's not.
That was the moment.
Yeah. How did they get away with that? Like it...
It was a shocker when it hit. Everybody was like, oh, did you see that?
You like playing games, don't you?
I have a degree in psychology. It goes with the turf. Games are fun.
What about boxing? That's a game. Was that fun, too?
I don't think that's relevant to this inquiry.
Boxing was fun till Manny died.
How'd you feel when he died?
I loved him. It hurt.
How'd you feel when I told you Johnny Boz had died?
I felt like someone had read my book and was playing a game.
But it didn't hurt.
No.
Because you didn't love him.
That's right.
Even though you were fucking him.
You still get the pleasure. Didn't you ever fuck anybody else when you were married, Nick?
Ooh. How'd you know he was married?
Maybe I was just guessing. What difference does it make? Would you like a cigarette, Nick?
She's the reason why this movie works.
You two know each other?
No.
No.
How'd you meet Mr. Boz?
I wanted to write a book about the murder of a retired rock and roll star. I went down to his club, I picked him up, and I had sex with him.
You didn't feel anything for him, you just had sex with him for your book.
In the beginning. Then I got to like what he did for
What
me.
he did for me. See?
That's pretty cold, ain't it, lady?
I'm a writer. I use people for what I write. Let the world beware. You want me to take a lie detector test?
Oh, and they did. Okay.
They're not admissible anymore, but
Yeah,
they,
of course.
they were
Polygraphs
problematic to begin with. That's a whole nother story.
No blips, no blood pressure variations, no pulse variance. Either she's telling the truth or I've never seen anyone like her.
Wow.
I guess that settles it.
He's just looking right at the camera.
She's lying.
Forget it. You can fool me. You cannot fool the machine.
Trust me, it can be done.
And what makes you such an expert?
Because I know people that have done it.
Okay, that entire scene was incredible. It was so tense. Her performance was amazing.
Mr. Mel, sorry to inconvenience you.
Could someone give me a ride home?
Sure.
The way she controls everyone, it's
Want to get a drink?
it's really incredible. Like, she's really aware of the power she has, just with her intellect and her attractiveness and everything. It's fascinating.
I will say that out of all the stories that Joe Eszterhas wrote,
Not really.
this was probably his best out of all of them.
Okay.
If I was guilty and I wanted to beat that machine, it wouldn't be hard. It wouldn't be hard at all. You took a lie detector test after you shot those two people, didn't you?
I passed.
You see? We're both.
Oh, whoa.
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
You know an awful lot about me.
I don't know anything that's not police business.
You know I don't wear any underwear. Don't you?
Playing them like a fiddle.
Thanks for the ride.
She doesn't know me, okay?
There you go, Nick.
I never seen her before Gus and I talked with her. Thanks, Chuck.
You're sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Now what?
What now, what? Now nothing. She passed the polygraph. That's it.
She knew how to beat it. That's why she asked to take it.
How in the fuck do you know? What is it with you and this broad, anyway?
Oh, come on, Phil. Don't let this one slide. What about her parents? What about what else she published? Maybe all her books got a funny way of coming true.
Her parents died in an accident. I don't give a shit what else she published. What are you, all of a sudden, a book critic?
How'd they die? Huh? Was there an investigation?
Now you're saying she killed her parents? Did she kill Manny Vasquez, too?
Not unless she climbed into the ring and turned into one mean son of a bitch.
Maybe she did, Gus. Maybe she grew herself an afro, developed a hell of a left hook, and put shoe polish all over her face. Let's polygraph her again and ask her.
Fuck you, Phil.
Fuck you, too, Nick.
Hey, Jackie, get me another double, will you?
Hey, shooter. Now, are you back on blackjack? Shooter?
We're discussing the case here, Marty.
I know that. I have no doubts.
Here you go, Nick.
Oh, a double, huh, shooter? Hmm?
I'm off duty, Nielsen. You hear me? I'm off duty discussing the case. Now, IA shouldn't have a problem with that. Maybe I should put in for some overtime, huh?
Don't work too hard, shooter. Might drive you to drink.
Stop
stop writing me, man! I'll kick your fucking teeth in!
What's the problem?
No problem, Doctor. Here comes a shrink. Just in time to save her favorite patient.
Fuck off, Marty.
You kids have a good time tonight, huh?
He's asking for it.
That's right, so don't take the bait.
You want to go?
Yes.
It's really funny. There's a party going on across the way, and every time we come back to this apartment, their party's still going.
Okay.
See why the movie was problematic?
Yeah. Oh my god.
What was she like?
Who?
Catherine Trammell.
You had her pegged. She used her book as an alibi.
This is
I
important.
met her at Berkeley. We were in some of the same classes.
Why didn't you tell me?
I'm telling you.
They were at Berkeley together. They had the same classes.
Oh, yeah, and she's bisexual, so they probably went
Yeah.
out or something. Yeah.
You've never been like that before.
Oh, finally she mentions it. Okay.
You tell me. You're the shrink.
Wow, okay, that was horrible.
Waiting on you.
You look like dog shit.
Nah, he looks a little shrunk, is all.
Not just in the head.
All right, I made a couple of calls to Berkeley. There was a murder in 80. A professor in his bed, multiple stab wounds, with an ice pick.
Trammell was there then, wasn't she?
University records say she was. Okay, let's move on this. Gus, get out to Berkeley. Harrigan, find out what else she's published. Andrews, you give me that file on the parents' accident. Copy Beth on everything. I want psychological input on this one.
What about me?
You're already getting psychological input, boss.
You go soak your head in a tub of ice water.
Okay. Oh god. That sequence must have been nerve-wracking to film. Like, those were actual cars. I mean, wow.
I used to live in that part.
Oh.
Yeah. Love that.
Like, do they close off the entire neighborhood for these shoots, or?
Sometimes, yeah. What I love about the way this was done, it's very Hitchcockian in that there are long stretches where the camera's just telling you the story. There's no spoken word, which is a very Hitchcock way of doing thrillers.
Yeah, now that you mention it, that's kind of the vibe I was getting. I mean, a more modern version of Hitchcock, but yeah.
No Valley.
Okay. And I think it's also the heavy use of strings.
Mm-hmm. It's the same concept that Bernard Herrmann used in Psycho, which was only strings. It was the freneticness of the mind. I think that he did, Jerry Goldsmith did the same sort of thing.
Yeah, it works very well. Setting of the atmosphere.
There she goes again.
Yep. It's fun to see his descent into madness.
How easily she's gotten under his skin.
Yeah, yeah.
No warrant? Much?
One dead psychology professor, Noah Goldstein, Dr. Noah Goldstein. And guess what? He was her counselor.
Was she a suspect?
No, sir. They never even got a statement from her. Hazel Tompkins.
You know her?
Couldn't get it out of my head for years. Nice little housewife, 3 little kids. Nice husband, wasn't porking around, no financial problems. One day, out of the clear blue sky, she does them. All of them. Used the knife she got for a wedding present. Didn't even deny it. Sweet as honey. Said she didn't know why she'd done it.
Hi.
Am I disturbing you?
No, come on in. Let's go upstairs.
Everything she does is carefully planned.
Nice.
I'm using you for my detective in my book. You don't mind, do you?
Oh my god, those looks she gives him, it's incredible. It's so enjoyable.
I'm gonna make myself a drink. Do you want one?
No, thanks.
Oh, that's right. You're off the Jack Daniels too, aren't you?
Got a few more questions to ask you.
I have some for you too, for my book.
You have something against ice cubes?
I like rough edges.
So what'd you want to ask me?
How's it feel to kill someone?
You tell me.
I don't know, but you do.
It was an accident. I got in a line of fire.
4 shootings in 5 years? All accident?
You're a drug bias. I was working undercover. You want to tell me about Professor Goldstein?
Well, there's a name from the past.
You want a name from the present? What about Hazel Tompkins?
Noah Goldstein was my counselor my freshman year. That's probably where I got the idea for the ice pick. Funny how the subconscious works.
Hilarious.
Hazel's my friend.
Well, your friend took out her whole family.
Yes, she helped me understand homicidal impulse.
Thought you would have learned that at school.
Only in theory. But you know all about homicidal impulse.
Shooter.
Don't you? Not in theory, in practice. What happened? Did you get sucked into it? Did you like it too much?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tell me about the coke, Nick.
Now who's interrogating who?
Mm-hmm.
The day you shot those 2 tourists. How much coke? Your wife knew too, didn't she? She knew what was going on. Nick, you got too close to the flame. That's why she killed herself.
Oh my god. Wow.
Hi, Han. You two have met, haven't you? You're gonna make a terrific character, Nick.
Oh, I'm gonna have to give you a call back. Yeah,
Detective.
let me call you back.
Detective, you can't go in.
Who's got access to my file?
What are you talking about, Nick?
Who has access to my goddamn file?
Nobody! It's a confidential psychiatric record. It would be illegal.
Don't do it. Don't you fucking lie to me. It's internal affairs, wasn't it?
No, Nick, please.
Who?
Nielsen.
What do you want, Curran?
You sold her my file, didn't you?
Who are you talking about?
Catherine Trammell. How much did she pay you?
Hey, come on!
Stop it! How much?
Come on, man.
Hey! Back off! Back off, Curran!
Sorry. I don't usually act
Sorry? What the?
How could you?
Oh my God.
I had to. He was going to recommend your discharge from the force. He didn't buy my evaluation. He said I wasn't objective. So I made a deal with him to review the session notes himself. I didn't think he'd show them to anybody.
You did it for me.
Yes, I care about you. I did it for you.
Go away, Beth. Please, just go away. You. I'm on my way.
Well, that was unexpected.
And he just threatened him.
Yeah. Like, how did she do it?
One shot. Close range, probably a .38 caliber revolver.
Give me your gun, Nick.
You think that...
I don't, Hoss. But I got the minority opinion.
Okay, I went after him.
I lost my temper. Do you have any evidence that he showed your psychiatric file to anyone?
No.
We'll speak with you afterwards, Dr. Garner.
I'd like to sit in if you don't mind.
I'd really rather wait
I
until
don't see
after.
anything wrong with Dr. Garner sitting in if Detective Curran doesn't object.
Where were you last night?
Home watching TV.
All night?
Yes, all night.
Were you drinking?
Yeah, I was drinking.
When you start drinking again?
A couple days ago.
I saw Detective Curran at his apartment about 10 o'clock last night. He was sober and lucid. I asked him in my capacity as his departmental therapist about his altercation with Lieutenant Nilsson. He expressed regret and displayed no hostility.
How long were you at his apartment?
About 15 minutes. I saw there was no reason for my concern and left.
There's no smoking in this building, Detective.
What are you gonna do, charge me with smoking?
Oh, for Christ. All right, Nick, I'm gonna ask you this just once. For the record, did you kill Marty Nilsson?
No.
It's the least I could do, considering I got you into this mess with those reports.
No, I mean it. Thank you.
How do you know Catherine Trammell saw your file?
She knows things about me that I only told you.
This must really be something. From a clinical point of view.
What was she like in school?
I hardly knew her. She gave me the creeps, though. I don't know why. Get some rest. Promise?
Oh my God, who do I root for? Like, I don't know. I don't like anyone.
Beth, I didn't mean what I said yesterday.
Yes, you did.
It's a messy story. That's Joel Eszterhas. That's what he wrote. He wrote really messy stories.
Yeah, everything's really messed up. Oh.
Look at how her
These two
face
in particular,
changed.
yeah.
Notice how her face changed as soon as he was out of shot.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. As soon as he closed the door, her face went from a smile to that grim look.
Okay. Well, that's
Find out about
helpful.
You're on leave, man. You're on psycho leave. I mean, I'm talking to a possible wacko here.
Well, you know I'm wacko, Sam. What'd you find out?
The boat blew. There was a leak in the fuel line. There'd been 2 previous repairs. They had a 5 mil policy on both of them. A real heavy investigation, but they got zilch.
She killed him, Phil.
Beth? Now you got Beth killing people?
Catherine Trammell, it's part of her game.
First you got her stealing your file, now you got her killing Nielsen? Forget about her, for Christ's sake. Go somewhere, sit in the sun, get her the hell out of your system.
You don't buy it, do you? She knew nobody'd buy it. She knew I'd say she did it, and she knew that nobody would buy it.
She is screwing with your head, Nick. Stay away from her.
looky there.
Okay.
I heard about what happened.
Jack Daniels, all right. It's gonna have to be. Ice?
Yeah, great.
I was expecting you. Kmart, $1.65.
Why don't you let me do this for you? You like watching me do it, don't you? Could I have a cigarette too, please? See, I told you you'd start smoking again. Would you light it for me? Thanks.
So how much you pay Nielsen for my file?
Isn't he the policeman that you shot, Shooter?
What if I ask you not to call me Shooter?
Okay. How about if I call you Nikki?
My wife used to call me Nikki.
Yeah, I know. I like it. Cheers. My friends call me Catherine.
What Manny Vasquez used to call you.
Bitch, mostly. I meant it affectionately. Do you have any Coke? I just love Coke with Jack.
Okay.
Got a Pepsi in the fridge.
Oh, it's not really the same thing now, is it? Hi, guys.
I really liked the juxtaposition in that scene. She was always sort of looking up at him and kind of in a vulnerable position, but not really because she's
Yeah, but not really.
So that's really, really interesting.
We'll ignore the fact that it's way too bright for a nightclub. This is the scene that Will and Grace spoofed.
You stay right where you are. I'm gonna try to get a better view. Oh, yeah, I can see a lot better from back here.
Okay.
It's the scene, so. I always love sex scenes because I always reminded how many people are in the room when they film these things.
That is a very good point.
A lot of actors say sex scenes are the unsexiest thing they do.
I can imagine. I mean, yeah. Whoa. There is a lot of nudity in this movie. I'm surprised for the time.
Yeah, it's Joel Eszterhas. That's what he brought to the table.
I mean, we all knew she wasn't going to kill him right away. It would have been too quick. I was wondering where she was.
If you don't leave her alone, I'll kill you.
Let me ask you something, Rocky. Man to
What
man.
the?
I think she's the fuck of the century. What do you think? How long you been here? You like watching, don't you?
She likes me to watch.
Did he really fall asleep when, like, he was literally threatened by someone? Oh, okay, whatever.
Hi. Good morning. Guess Roxy's not taking this too well, huh?
She's seen me fuck plenty of guys.
Well, maybe she saw something she's never seen before.
She's seen everything before.
Honey, I thought I'd seen everything before.
Did you really think it was so special?
I told her I thought it was the fuck of the century. Well, what do you think?
I thought it was a pretty good beginning.
What about Roxy? Is she more fun?
Would you like her to join us sometime?
Did she join you and Johnny?
No, Johnny felt intimidated.
Look what happened to him.
Tell me, Nikki, were you frightened last night?
That's the point, wasn't it? That's what made it so good.
You shouldn't play this game.
Why not? I like it.
You're in over your head.
Maybe. But this is how I'll catch my killer.
I'm not gonna confess all my secrets, Nick, just because I have an orgasm. You won't learn anything I don't want you to know.
Yes, I will. And I'll nail you.
Nah. You'll just fall in love with me.
I'm in love with you already. But I'll nail you anyway. You can put that in your book.
You think I'm getting any? I mean, sure, I can get laid by goddamn blue-haired women. I don't like them.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Feeling better?
I feel fine. How could you fuck her?
Guys, come on.
You want to die, Hoss? What is it, those goddamn tourists? You still feel so bad about that, you're wiggling your way into an ice pick?
I'm not afraid of her.
Why the hell not?
I don't know. I'm just not.
That's her pussy talking, it ain't your brain.
Yes, come on, Gus.
IA done did a track on Lieutenant Martin D. for Dickhead Nilsson. They found a safety deposit box with $50,000 in it, taken out 3 months ago and not used since.
That doesn't make any sense. She didn't know me 3 months ago.
Maybe it wasn't her that paid it. Maybe the money was for something else. How the fuck do I know?
You all right, cowboy?
Yep.
Yeah. Come on, I'm gonna drive you home.
That little piece of that car of yours. Hell no. I ain't getting no back pain disability retirement. I'm gonna get me a full pension and a real gold plate Seiko watch.
Move or I'm driving
You come on, I'll let you drive my Cadillac, sir. I ain't gonna let no head up his ass person drive my Cadillac.
Okay, I did not see that coming. Oh. That gave me Christine vibes.
Crashed the hell out of his car.
I will say the music and the chase is a little distracting. I don't know if it's too loud or something. Such a big contrast with the rest of the soundtrack.
Chicken.
Ah, he's not gonna do it. Oh.
You knew her, didn't you?
Gus and I met at Tramel's house. All we did is write her name down.
You wrote her name down, and then, big surprise, she rolls her car down the hill in front of you and dies. Is that what you're telling me?
That's all I know.
Well, you know what, then? Fuck you, Nick. Fuck you!
I want you at Dr. Garner's office
I
at 9.
told you to stay away from Trammell.
You didn't tell me to stay away from the car! I said I want you at Dr. Garner's office at 9 o'clock. Who are you guys gonna sell my file to now, huh? You are out of control, Curran. You hear me?
The thing I find most disturbing is he hasn't been arrested yet or anything. It's like...
Hello, Nick.
Well, it's all circumstantial. I mean, yeah, they could book
Well,
him,
yeah,
but they can't hold him, you know, because they don't have all the
You've
details.
been asked to consult with me on this psychiatric evaluation.
Sit down, Nick.
What is your problem? I'm trying to help you. Why won't you let me help you?
I don't want your help, all right? I don't need your help.
Yes, you do. Something's going on. You're sleeping with her, aren't you?
What's this interest you've got in her?
My interest is in you, not her. She seduces people. She manipulates people. She'll do anything she
I
can.
thought you hardly knew her.
I know the type. I'm a psychologist.
That means you manipulate people too, Beth. You're a practicing psychologist. You're better at it than she is.
I feel sorry for you, Nick.
That's actually one of the most beautiful drives in California, is driving Highway 1.
Yeah, I think I watched a documentary about that. Like it goes the entire length of the state or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that must be super nice.
Yeah, you're screwing her. You might as well walk in.
I mean, hasn't stopped him before.
I should have known. I came into the house. We were down on the beach. She looked at me so strangely. She left right after you. I shouldn't have let her watch us. She wanted to watch me all the time. She tried to kill you, didn't she?
Did you like her to watch you?
Do you think I told her to kill you? Everybody that I care about dies. Make love to me.
That's the first time we see her lose her composure. I wonder if it's for real.
Yeah, exactly. She's a master manipulator.
Yeah. But she was with Roxy for so long. I mean, she
Yeah.
has to be a little sad.
You think she killed Johnny Boss?
For what? To set me up? She loved me. She wouldn't frame me. I don't have luck with women. There was this girl I met when I was in college.
Right.
I slept with her once. She started following me around, taking my picture. She dyed her hair, copied my clothes. Lisa. Something. Oberman. It was awful.
I thought you didn't make confessions.
I never did before.
Sure makes you wonder what they talked about when they set themselves down in front of the campfire at night. You ever met a friend of hers hasn't killed somebody? Must have beat your ordinary everyday girl talk.
I'm not sure anymore she did it.
Ooh, interesting.
Which one are we talking about now, Hoss? We know old Hazel did it. We know young Roxy did it. And the other one? Well, hell, she got that magna cum laude pussy on her that fried up your brain.
He actually is a really good friend.
Oh. Yeah, he's the one character who's sort of nice.
Oberman, Mark W., Donald M. Sorry, no Lisa. Sure about the year?
Catherine Trammell graduated in '83, yeah. She said Lisa Oberman was here at the same time.
Yeah, we have Trammell. But no Lisa Oberman.
Are you sure about that? There can't be a mistake.
Only if you're making it, detective.
Hazel, this is Nick. I told you all about him. Nick, this is Hazel Dobkins. You're the shooter. Yeah, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Can I speak to you for a minute, please?
Honey, would you wait for me in the car? I'll be right there. Goodbye, shooter.
Like to hang out with murderers or what? You know that Roxy was...
Yes, of course I knew. Look, I write about unusual people, and sometimes when I do my research, I get involved with them. It happened with you. Killing isn't like smoking. You can quit. I gotta go. I promised I'd get her home by 6 o'clock. She just loves America's Most Wanted.
There was no Lisa Oberman when you were at Berkeley.
What are you doing? Checking up on me? For what? I said Hoberman.
And there he goes.
Lisa Oberman with an H. You do. All right, thank you very much.
You know I can get my butt kicked for this. You're not even supposed to be here.
Come on, Sam.
I was going to say, wasn't he suspended and everything? But
yeah,
well, no one cares.
Elizabeth Gardner.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Bring it up.
It's Dr. Garner, isn't it?
Bring up 83. Shouldn't leave.
See, party's still going.
Oh, that's right.
Something wrong with my luck. What do you want, Nick?
Tell me about Catherine.
She told you, didn't she?
What'd she tell me, Beth?
I slept with her once in school. I was just a kid. I was experimenting. It was just that one time. She developed a fixation on me. She styled her hair like mine. She wore the same kind of clothes I did. It scared me. Isn't that what she told you?
She said it was you. You dressed like her. You dyed your hair blonde.
I did dye my hair. It had nothing to do with her. I was a redhead for a while,
Did
too.
you know Noah Goldstein?
I had him for 2 classes.
You saw all the reports. Phil copied you. You never said anything.
Well, what am I supposed to say? Hey, guys, I'm not gay, but I did fuck your suspect. I was embarrassed. It was the only time I've been with a woman. She's really sick, you know. Do you know what she's doing? She knows I went to Berkeley. She knows I knew Noah. She makes up this story about me. She's handing you somebody who's obsessed with her.
She didn't hand you to me. She doesn't even know who you are. She told me about a Lisa Hoberman.
She knows you'd find out who Lisa Hoberman is. You're a good cop. She tell you casually? Make it seem irrelevant? I mean, did she tell you in bed, Nick? That's what I do.
Why'd you change your name?
I got married. He called me Beth. He was on staff at the clinic down in Salinas. Didn't last long. Nick? God, do you really think that I could kill someone? I mean, I never even met Johnny Boz. And what about Nilsson? What possible motive would I have to kill Nilsson?
Get that lock fixed.
She's evil! She's brilliant!
This is interesting because now I do find myself wondering, could she have done it?
Yes.
That's interesting.
We both went to the same school. They both had the same classes. They both went at the same time. They looked like one another.
Exactly, and it all comes back to that first scene, right? We never saw her face, but was on purpose.
And the fact that you never saw her face.
Did I scare you? I wanted to surprise you. What's wrong?
I found Lisa Hoberman.
Well, you did. What's she doing?
Are you not going to tell me what she's doing? I thought we were done playing games.
I did too. She said you got it backwards. She said you even styled your hair like she did.
And you believed her? I had to go down to the campus police and file a report about her. I suppose you still think I kill people too, right?
No.
Liar.
So who'd you say you're with?
Homicide, San Francisco.
Here we go. Kind of. There was a report about a Lisa Hoberman January 1980, but it's out of here.
Who's got it?
One of your guys. Nielsen.
Ooh, interesting.
Excellent.
Tell him to bring it back. We haven't had it a whole year.
So Nilsson had a report on Beth. So what? You don't know what the hell was in it.
Catherine told me what was in it.
If she's telling you the truth.
Oh, Gus, don't you get it? If Beth killed Johnny Boz to frame Catherine, she wouldn't want anybody to know what happened in Berkeley. But Nilsson found out about it, and that gives her the motive to kill him.
Well, how did she know Nilsson found out if it happened?
He was he probably asked her.
She'd have to be nuttier than a 20-pound Christmas fruitcake. She's not the one who hangs out with multiple murderers. Your girlfriend is.
She's a writer, all right? That's her job.
I don't buy it. There's got to be somebody at Berkeley who knows what the hell happened.
I know what happened, all right? Catherine told me, and everything she says is checked out.
You got goddamn Tweety birds fluttering around your head. That's what you got? You think you can fuck like minks, raise rugrats, and live happily ever after? Oh, man!
Oh, those lines were awesome. That was incredible. The thing about the fruitcake was particularly good.
New ending to your book.
Oh, really? What's the twist?
The detective falls for the wrong girl.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't die.
So what happens to him?
They fuck like minks, raise rugrats, and live happily ever after.
It won't sell.
Why not?
Somebody has to die.
Why?
Somebody always does.
So now he's going down to where
Oh, yeah.
Beth used to work.
With, the guy she married, right? Mm-hmm.
Well, you know,
He died about 5 or 6 years ago.
how did he die?
He was shot.
Thank you.
He was walking home from work. They only lived a couple of blocks away from the clinic. Somebody just drove by and shot him.
What was the murder weapon?
Revolver, 38, unrecovered. Watch yourself.
Were any suspects?
No suspects, no motive. Unsolved.
Was his wife ever a suspect?
You know, one of your guys was down here from Frisco about a year ago, and he was asking the same exact thing. You mind telling me what the hell is going on?
Routine?
Routine. Yeah, it's exactly what he said. Now, I got 2 of you guys coming down here and telling me it's routine?
You remember what the other guy's name was?
No. Can't really say that I do.
Nielsen?
Nielsen, yeah, that was it.
So was she ever a suspect?
Nope. There was some talk, but it never panned out.
What kind of talk?
Girlfriend?
What, he had a girlfriend?
No. She did. But like I said, it never panned out.
Thank you.
Yeah, hope helped you out.
Yes, you did. You sure did.
Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I finished my book. Didn't you hear me? Your character's dead. Goodbye.
Haha, nice.
I'll send you an autographed copy.
What is this, some kind of joke?
We playing a game here?
The games are over. You were right. It was the fuck of the century.
Catherine?
I'll be right there.
That was good. Like, you're no longer needed by.
I'll be in suite 405.
Where the hell you going?
Going with you.
You're on leave, Hoss. It ain't gonna take long.
Oh god, I thought he was going to get run over or something. Wasn't there something about the dead body in an elevator in the book? Oh, come on, he's the only likable character, sort of. Oh man. Okay.
What are you doing here?
Put your fucking hands up!
I got a message on my machine to meet Gus here. Where is he?
Don't move! Don't you move! I know about your husband. You still like girls, Beth?
What?
Take your hand out of your pocket! Take him out!
What's wrong with you?
Take him out!
Oh my God, he actually shot her. Mm-hmm. Yep. Nice. Is he going to be arrested now? Not yet.
Lieutenant?
One of ours.
Jesus. We'll have to check Beth's apartment.
38 caliber revolver in the bookcase behind some books.
Have ballistics checking for Nilsson. Lieutenant, you better come in here.
I guess that's it.
Dr. Elizabeth Garner.
We checked. It's her size.
She must have heard you on the stairway and dumped this stuff.
There's no suite 405 in that building. Catherine Trammell's roommate her freshman year is dead. She died of leukemia 2 years ago. Here's a fax of a death certificate.
Well, what about Salinas? Yeah? Hold on. Jack! Jack! Did you check Nilsson's office for any files on Beth Garner?
No police report from Berkeley.
Yeah?
Nothing at all about Salinas.
I'm back. Yeah? Great. Ballistics says the .38 we found in her apartment was used on Nilsson. No registration. They're checking with Salinas. The ice pick was the same brand and model as the Boz weapon.
Check the tape machines. Dr. Garner's apartment and her office, both here and the one on Van Ness. There's no message from Gus on any of them. The tape in her apartment was unused. And Johnny Boz's psychiatrist says he thinks he remembers Dr. Garner and Boz meeting at a Christmas party at his house a year ago.
You just can't tell about people, can you? Even the ones you think you know inside and out.
Wait, did I miss something? Like, he literally killed someone. Why is he not in jail?
Because he was, even though he was on leave, it looks like he solved the murder of Boz and the rest of them because she left all the stuff on the stairwell. She had the stuff in her apartment that proved it. She had the gun that shot Nielsen. So I'm sure he's still he's going to be under a lot of shit, but they're not going to arrest him for killing her. They're probably going to he's probably going to get some sort of reprimand, and he may lose his ability to be a police officer, but.
Okay. Ooh,
I heard about what happened
this is going to be good. Let's hear.
on TV. I can't allow myself to care about you. I can't allow myself to care. don't want to do this. Please, I don't want to do this. I lose everybody. I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you.
Why would she go back to him? I mean, she already won. Or does she want to kill? I mean, maybe.
Remember, everything she does has a purpose.
Yeah, yeah. But he's not tied up. It's the second time they do it.
What do we do now, Nick?
Fuck like minks. Raise rugrats and live happily ever after.
Hate rugrats.
Fuck like minks. Forget the rugrats and live happily ever after.
Okay. All right. I don't know what I was expecting from this movie, but this definitely wasn't it. That was interesting. And you were right. Sharon Stone's performance is incredible. She makes the movie. Without her, it wouldn't have worked.
It wouldn't have worked. Yeah. She knew exactly where that line in the sand was for her character to be complex, complicated, and yet at the same time, you were riveted to what was she going to do next. And there's been a lot of speculation of whether or not she will ever use the ice pick. I'm of the opinion that there was a right and wrong answer at that moment. She says, "What are we going to do now?"
Yeah.
And he said, fuck like minks, raise rugrats, blah, blah. And she says, "I hate rugrats." And he says, "Well, we'll fuck like minks, forget the rugrats." I think if he had said the other, she might have flipped.
She would, yeah.
Yeah, but it's just, there's way too much speculation there. But yeah, it's one of the big debates about the movie is whether or not Catherine would have actually killed him. Yeah.
Or when, because she was on the fence, and this very last scene, this doesn't mean that she won't get bored of him later and decide to kill him.
Absolutely. And the thing is, you also have to think that both Beth and Catherine were very problematic characters. So the story rides the line in the middle, and it's left up to the viewer to figure out, was Beth really the instigator in all of this that was happening, and that she was framing Catherine, which ties into Catherine saying, it spooked her in college because she just became obsessed with her. Yet you find all those articles and stuff about Catherine's life in her kitchen in a drawer, which seems odd to me that that's where they'd be. But, so it's like, how do you fit? And you have no clue that Catherine had access to Beth's house, so it wasn't like she could plant them. Do you know what I mean? So it's like there's enough there on both sides that you kind of don't know, when he shot Beth, was she really the most troubled character? And she's maligned. I mean, because she was involved with Nick, and yet he was under her care as a counselor. So that was a problematic. So she's already broken, ethical rules, and yet she's supposed to be the one guiding officers through ethics complaints, so it's like
Yeah, but I mean, Catherine says many times she has contacts in Prince and everything, and she's really rich, so she could have arranged for this to happen some way or somehow. Who knows?
Yeah, but
I will say that, like, I really did not like that rape scene. I really did not like that. That was horrible. And like was there, like, I don't know, some sort of reaction to that? Because I think everyone just glossed over it, and it was horrible.
Well, it was, but you have to understand the times. Things like that were portrayed, and even though it was traumatic and disturbing, it didn't get the pushback that you think it would. People just saw it for what it was, in that these were really troubled characters.
Okay.
And it wasn't a glorification of it, although you could argue that in Basic Instinct, all of the sex was that kind of perverse way of looking at it, which is another reason why the queer community had a bit of a problem with this movie. I mean, the thing is, what it boils down to is Sharon Stone was just so brilliant in it that there was no other way that this movie could have worked with anybody else playing it. And so you kind of forgive a lot of the shortcomings of the film and the problem. And like I said, Joe Eszterhas ended up ruining his career because he just kept going down this path of writing these erotic thrillers, and they just kept getting weirder and weirder and weird. So when he got to Showgirls, which was such a bizarre film and so bad, I mean, it was badly acted. It was, the whole thing was a mess. But it's become a queer cult classic because it is so awful. It's the awful movie you love, kind of thing. It is so bad, it's good, kind of thing. And but yeah, so I mean, he kind of did in his own career. So while you can admire some of the things he put, the juxtapositions of, as you said, you liked some of the lines when they had them and some of the visuals that were
that was really nice.
Yeah. So, there are really great qualities. And like I said, I think this was probably his best film that he wrote. But he made a name for himself in doing these erotic. There's Body Doubles, another one he did with Brian De Palma. There's Double Indemnity, I think he also wrote. So there's all these other noirish films that he wrote during that period, and it was a very profitable period for him. And he actually, my husband told me this in a side conversation before filming, but Joe Eszterhas actually lives in San Francisco Bay Area, which is probably one of the reasons why he said it there.
All right. Yeah, no, I mean, the film has some really good sequences, really interesting dialogue. I like the power plays, like especially the interrogation sequence, I think was very, very good.
It's a really good way to do the subversive character. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as writers, you and I think it sparks our kind of imagination to write a character that could be a false narrator, but maybe a false narrator for a reason that isn't so evil. You know what I mean? It's like you can you come up with a grayer character than I think you might have thought up on your own. So one of the things I like about this film is that even though you are really troubled by Catherine and the way she approaches life and the people she hangs out with, but at the same time, you cannot stop looking. You know what I mean?
Yes, of course. Yeah. Yeah, wow. So now I can say I finally watched this movie. Now I understand why I have heard the title so many times. It must have been a bombshell when it released.
It was huge. It was huge. Everybody talked about the interrogation scene. But what I love about that scene is that she's in control.
Yeah, exactly.
From beginning to end of that sequence, she did nothing that she was not in control of throughout the entire time. And it was the boys that were being played in that sequence. And I think that is one of the reasons why the film has endured, is because it's a complete reversal. You know, now we have a lot of strong women characters who take possession of their own sexuality and all that kind of stuff. But you have to understand the context of the time. It wasn't done a lot back then.
That's true, yeah.
You know, so it's something different for a woman to actually be in a power position where you think she would be intimidated by all these guys in that room watching her, and yet she literally played them like an orchestra. They did everything that she expected them to, and they didn't disappoint her. She knew she was in control. She had no reason to fear. She was in control of the whole situation. You know, so.
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
I'm glad you at least enjoyed it on some level.
Yeah. No, I mean, there were some good things. I mean, thrillers are really not my thing because you're always waiting for the big reveal, the big thing at the end. But there was some really enjoyable parts of the movie, and others that not so much. But yeah. No, and yeah, Sharon Stone. I don't think I have seen her in very many movies, but wow, like just
this. And they tried to do a Basic Instinct too, and no.
Oh really? Oh no.
Yeah, no. This is one of those things where you just have to one and done. You know, just do it once and you're done. You don't have to do it again. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds horrible. No, I mean, because the way Sharon Stone speaks, like she has this low tone, kind of slightly sultry. The way she delivers her lines is simultaneously unsettling and at the same time very attractive. I don't know. It's really good.
Yeah. Like I said, you can't look away. That's the thing about it, is she nails that character and that character's psychology so well. It's like you almost think she knows somebody like that. You know what I mean? To know where that line is, that she knows somebody who's that manipulative in her life, for her to draw on that. Because I think actors, when they get a role that's that well defined, and they're pretty much, it's the opposite of what their real personality is like, that you kind of think they have to know somebody that they're drawing from,
right,
or that truth in the character, you know. So well, anyways, everybody, that was Basic Instinct, with somebody who has seen it before many times, and someone who hasn't. I got to get him through. He got to see where all the memes and all the discussion comes from.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to you again, everybody. Keep watching those movies, keep making those memories, and we'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye.
What's that? Closing time. The bums rush in melody, dear.